You've probably heard the saying, you have to have money in order to make money. But in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can start Amazon with no money. Let's get into it. What's up, champs? Welcome to today's video. My name is Trent Peterson. I'm a full-time seven-figure Amazon seller, and you read the title correct. It's not clickbait. I'm going to be breaking down how to start Amazon with no money. You guys have heard the saying, like I mentioned, you have to have money in order to make money. So we're going to show you how you're going to get that first initial capital, a couple $100, and then slowly grow it from there to, before you know it, you have a thriving business that can replace your 9-to-5 job. I do want to add as a disclaimer, this is not easy. It's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take a lot of effort. If you're not willing to put in the work, just stop watching this video, period. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This takes effort, it takes time, it takes sacrifice. Anytime you want something, a reward, it requires effort. Nothing good comes easy. Nothing worth having comes easy. I do want to make that very, very clear. So what we're going to do, and I actually started like this. I did have some money on the side, but to grow my business, this is how I started. And what you're going to do is you're going to look around your house. You might even ask your siblings, your parents. Around your house, we all have junk. We have junk after junk after junk. I could go through my house and there is a number of items that I never use. It just sits there, takes up space, collects dust, yet it costs me a lot of money. I'm looking at something right there. I've got a mirror I've had since I was 16 years old that I've carried from my last house. It just sits there and I've just brought it everywhere that I've moved. I could sell that for probably $25, $50 on Facebook Marketplace today. Just like that, I've got $50 in my pocket. I could go in my closet. I have tons of pairs of shoes that I just don't wear. I could go and sell those for even $5, $10 a pair. Who cares? Start selling them. I could go and look at some backpacks that I have. I could look around my office, maybe some prints, maybe some lights. I've got cameras. I've got iPhones that I have used, but I've got new iPhones, so like I could sell those. There's so many things that are just around the house that you can collect and you can go sell. So what that's going to do is that's going to put your first $100 in your pocket. Once you have $100 in your pocket, the sky's the limit. The first 100 is the hardest. Once you can get that, it just becomes easier. You probably have heard the first 100,000 is the hardest, but the first 100 is the hardest. Then from there, it's 1,000, then 10,000, then 100,000. It just gets easier and easier every single level that you get, because the more money that you have, the more money you can make. So go around the house, sell things. What you can do on top of this, if you guys haven't watched the YouTube series of, I think his name is Ryan Trahan. He crossed America to deliver Mr. Beast a penny, and he literally just hustled every single day selling bottles of water. And he made a lot of money just selling bottles of water. He went to the store, bought a cooler, got some ice, filled it up with water, and just walked around and hustled. And just by selling water bottles, he was making $50 a day. $100 a day just by selling water, just because he put in the work and he hustled. He went and was drawing pictures of people just to get them to laugh. He was telling random jokes, and the guy was making decent money with literally nothing to his name. He started with a penny. So if he can do that, you can go in, save your way up to $100. From there, what you're going to do is you're going to start going to thrift stores. You're going to go to thrift stores and you're going to find items that seem like they have a lot of value. You're going to look them up, see what they sell for on eBay, your local marketplace like Facebook Marketplace, maybe OfferUp, Craigslist, and see what you can find and flip it for a profit. I've done that multiple times where I've found calculators. That's one little thing that I've found, where I've found calculators at the thrift store for $1 that I sell for $70, $75, literally overnight. Snap of a finger, turn $1 into $75. It's a great side hustle to go collect money. Okay, again, this is not easy. It takes work, it takes effort, it doesn't happen overnight. But if you put in the work and if you do that enough times, before you know it, you've got $1,000. 100 to 1,000, that is hard. But once you got that 1,000, then it becomes easier. Once you got your first 1,000, then you can start dabbling into what's called retail arbitrage. If you guys have never heard anything about retail arbitrage, I've done a lot of videos on this channel with my brother. He has a course as well that breaks it down for $100 that breaks down the entire process. I'll put the links down below that you guys can check that out. But retail arbitrage is where you create an Amazon account. You go to stores like Walmart, Target, Kohl's, Marshall's. You go in Costco. We bought 130 pairs of Adidas at Costco and sold them on Amazon for a $1,500 profit, and it took us 3 hours. So the sky's the limit if you have couple $100 to be able to go in and find these deals and sell them for a profit on Amazon. It's called retail arbitrage. If you guys have not watched any videos, I'll put some links down below. From there, you'll take that $1,000, you'll invest into retail arbitrage products, and you'll just keep flipping it, keep flipping it, keep flipping it. Before you know it, you'll have 5-10 grand in your bank account within the next couple months. Okay, that might sound really easy, and the reality is it is easy if you put in the work. But if you don't put in the work, forget it. You're not going to succeed. But if you do put in the work, you can start with $0. Even if you are working a full-time job, if you just dedicate an hour or two a day, you can start from $0 and save up $10,000 in the next 3 to 4 months easy if you put in the work. Okay, maybe I shouldn't say easy because that might trigger people. But if you put in the work and you actually do the steps that I just laid out for you, you can make it happen. Just go sell random crap around the house, sell on the local marketplaces, then you just go up in increments. Then you go to the thrift store, then you transition to retail arbitrage. And then from there, what the next transition is once you have 5, 10, 15 grand, and if you already have this, then even better, then you can do private label. And that's what I focus on the channel. That's what I've been doing for the last 5 years. That's how I've grown a multi-million-dollar business selling on Amazon, is focusing on private label. Private label does require a little bit more capital. And if you guys have the capital, private label is amazing. Margins are phenomenal. It becomes, I'm not going to say it's 100% passive, but it does become a lot more passive. It doesn't require as much grind and hustle. You can do it from the comfort of your home, and it's a lot more scalable. You can scale a private label brand a lot bigger. And on top of that, it's a sellable business model. So that is kind of what I recommend doing is, look, just do whatever it takes to save your first 100, then get your next 1,000, then get 10,000. And then from there, it's just a snowball that keeps on rolling, that keeps on rolling, that keeps on rolling. And once you do that, nothing is going to stop you. If you can go make your first $10,000 in the dirt, grinding, hustling, doing whatever it takes, you can make your first $100,000. You can make your first $1,000,000. But it takes action, it takes commitment, it takes effort for the first little bit. So the reason that I'm making this video is to get it in your face a little bit and tell you, hey, go put in the work. If you put in the work, it is possible. Hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people are doing this every single day. Why can't you do it? I've done it. Why can't you do it? Get rid of the self-doubt, prove yourself wrong, and take little steps every single day towards your goal, and you're going to thank yourself down the road. That is the exact process of how to start Amazon with no money. That's no BS. Obviously, you have to have money to make money, so I'm showing you literally how to make money from $0. So go make your first 100, make your first 1,000, grow from there. Once you have a decent amount saved up, then transition to private label. My entire channel, I have free resources down below. I have free trainings. You guys can apply to work with me directly, where I'll help you build your business from the ground up, but it does require capital. So if you do have capital, I'd love to work with you. If you don't, get down in the trenches, get to work, and let's talk here in a couple months, and you will be a changed person. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. This is how to start Amazon with $0. If you guys enjoyed, like the video, subscribe, drop a comment, and we'll see you in the next video.